when you start to do production, either with voiceover or with on camera, there are always these phrases that you kind of hear, but you don't really know what they mean. And one of them that actually deals with the camera in an on-camera situation is crossing the 180. And I want to share a free episode of the 300 some odd episodes that I did with Patrick Tucker for the Secrets of Screen Acting podcast, absolutely gratis. And we'll do that coming up next on this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. Yeah, the VO Heroes podcast is featuring episodes of the Secrets of Screen Acting podcast. It's like a crossover episode, right? So here's the thing. As I got to know Patrick Tucker better, and as I got to know what he was teaching about the technical side of on-camera acting, which is what Secrets of Screen Acting is all about, I realized just how much of what he was teaching also applied to concepts in the world of voiceover. And in both areas, we're presented with phrases that we've heard before, but we don't really understand what they mean. And here's one of them. It's crossing the 180. Listen to this episode of the Secrets of Screen Acting podcast. Patrick Tucker.
David Lawrence.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Patrick, I've worked with directors who are almost maniacal about watching that they don't cross the 180, don't cross the line. Tell me what that's all about.
Well, what it's about is confusing the audience. That's all it really matters. Let's imagine that you're watching a football game and you're sitting on the side, watching sideways on, and they're making a drive from your left to your right. Off they go. You can see them. Now I can transport you in a magic carpet to the other side, exact opposite of the arena, and now, instead of going from left to right, they're going from right to left. So if there were two cameras on this play, if I cut from one camera to the other, it looked like they've reversed direction.
On opposite sides of the field.
That's right, yeah.
Okay.
If you cut directly from one side to the other, and so you get confused. Well, are they now driving towards their own line? What's going on? You absolutely can't understand what's going on, which is why if I was giving you a course on sports directing, keep your cameras all on the same side of the pitch. Otherwise, you'll confuse the audience. Now, the same thing happens with looking. I'm looking towards you. Now, the camera on me is on this. Imagine a line between us. Now, if the camera on me and the camera on you are both this side of the line, then it'll look like we're talking to each other. And if the cameras are both the other side of the line, it'll look like we're talking to the camera. But I'm looking at you. There's a line between us. If one camera on you is one side of this imaginary line and one camera is on the other side of the imaginary line, then when we look at the pictures, just like the football team got it wrong, it'll look like we're both looking in the same direction, and the audience would have lost their geography.
Now, this happened to me in a scene that was being shot for one of the casting services here in town by the casting service. They brought in a camera and a cameraman, and the cameraman insisted on moving the camera to the other side of the table, opposite where we were originally lit, and I felt this urge to say, no, this is wrong. You're not.
Yeah, a good actor, an experienced actor, David, will actually say to the AD, in my opinion, we're now shooting across the line. You can tell it very easily. All you have to do is say to yourself, when the camera's on you and you're talking to somebody, you say to yourself, what is the camera, in which direction am I looking that the camera is seeing? In other words, am I talking towards camera right or am I talking towards camera left? Now, if I'm looking towards camera right and I'm not moving around the room, then each camera, when it looks at me, I must maintain my direction of looking the same way as the cameras on a football game must maintain the direction of the drive by being on the same side so that we're going from left to right in each case. So if I'm looking to the camera right, each camera that looks at me must see me looking camera right, because if it sees me looking camera left, the audience go, oh, where is he? Is he in the same place? Yeah. Have we suddenly cut to a different scene, et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, and in this case, it was a scene from Magnolia, where they're at John C. Reilly is at the table with the woman, and they're talking to each other. And at one point, they lean in and kiss. And at the end of this horrifying session, the director had us turning our heads almost 90 degrees, like wrapping ourselves around each other to accommodate what the cinematographer was trying to accomplish. I just wanted to go home and take a shower.
It's dreadful, but I mean, a lot of people get it wrong. I've got some wonderful examples in things like Day of the Jackal or Branner's Hamlet. There's some dreadful examples, and the worst ones are in Brian De Palma's Bonfire of the Vanities. People think it wasn't a very good film. Well, one reason why it wasn't a very good film, he kept crossing the line, and all that means is the audience lose their geography, they lose where they are, they lose confidence in the film, and they stop watching it.
It certainly takes them right out of the story, yeah?
Yeah. There's a famous director over here who doesn't believe in crossing the line. It doesn't matter. And his assistant says to him, don't do this. He says, oh, people tell me it'll be all right. And she said to me afterwards, said, all that happens is he does some wonderful shoots, gets some wonderful acting, and in the editing, we have to throw half of it away.
Wow.
Now, I think that's a waste. Waste of film, waste of talent. All those wonderful performances lying on the cutting room floor because the director did not obey the 180-degree rule. The director crossed the line, and the editor then couldn't use it.
There you go, crossing the line. Yet another concept that will help you in your acting career, and yet another secret of screen acting from secretsofscreenacting.com. So there you go. The fourth of 4 free episodes of the Secrets of Screen Acting podcast. Imagine what all of the nearly 300 episodes will do for you in terms of how you work both on camera and on mic. And when I got finished doing that whole series, I was just blown away by how effective it was. And it was kind of like a little mini masterclass that I privately got with Patrick. Well, I'd like to share that with you. So all of the nearly 300 episodes of the Secrets of Screen Acting podcast usually cost people $279. That's what they pay for it every day. I want to give it to you for $149. In addition to the nearly 300 episodes, I want to give you the book that podcast was based on, the paperback book of Secrets of Screen Acting, 3rd edition. And I also want to give you the audiobook version of Secrets of Screen Acting, totally separate audio. It's over 24 hours of audio that you're getting just in the podcast alone. And I want to give that all to you at more than 50% off. The whole total value of that package is $330. You get it for $149. And all you have to do is go to voheroes.com/cyber. That's voheroes.com/cyber. Now, this is a limited time offer. I can't offer this all year long. I have to honor the people that paid full price for it. But for now, for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, we'll do that. And I hope you've enjoyed these 4 episodes. You'll find that all of the episodes have really actionable information that you can use both in on-camera and voiceover work. So again, voheroes.com/cyber. You got 4 episodes. You haven't heard the other 4 episodes, just hit the back button on your browser and go listen to the other ones. I'll leave them up throughout the course of the week. And we'll take it from there. I hope you take advantage of this. It's just great. It's so useful on anything that you do. Stage work, on-camera work, voiceover work. It's yours, and it's yours at a really great price. I thank you so much for watching and for listening. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th, and we'll see you next time on the VO Heroes podcast.